Hi everyone, my name is Thomas, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this live stream. And today I'm going to, as always, do some composition works that is related to my latest films that are coming out soon because I haven't decided when to release a film because in consideration of the current situation, because we haven't been able to shoot the actual footage for the film for some time, but we will make it happen sometime soon, very soon. Before actually, um, you know, actually beginning today's piece, there are a few announcements. Um, the publication period of my first film, Between the Two Worlds, was until the 17th this month, but it has been extended so that hopefully more people can watch the film and enjoy it while at home. And we actually haven't decided when to end publication, the free period of the film. So as soon as we decide the end date of the publication, I will announce that on this channel and my websites. Links are in the description below. So what else? My phone's dead. It's not like dead. It still powers up, but the problem is whenever I try to open any apps, like including Gmail, even, it just crashes, and that means I can't really access the contents of on my phone, and I can't even access my Middle Welsh dictionary, that which is causing me a lot of problems because I'm studying Middle Welsh at university. So that might mean some delay in my response to emails and Twitter DMs, and even YouTube comments also potentially. So I hope that doesn't cause too much problem for you guys, and hopefully the dead phone situation will resolve soon. And I think that's about it. So yes. Without further ado, let's begin composing today's piece. So here it is. So I have prepared a sort of a sketch. I did this last time on screen, while on live stream, but it took some time last time, so I just decided to do it ahead of time, and I've written this sketch a couple hours ago, and I will begin by putting in the melodies, the core melodies, so to speak, in order to determine the timing, in relation to the film video clip I have on my other screen that you cannot see. Okay, the title is The Letter, as you can see in the actual title of this live stream. I'm not gonna say what kind of letter it is, but it's a kind of a info drop moment, so to speak. New information is revealed in this scene to a certain character, to certain characters. So what I'm trying to do here is to kind of capture the surprise of those characters faced with that new information that came out in a form of a letter. So I would just say it's in a form of a letter, and the characters read it, and then they react in their own individual ways. So this piece is going to accompany that particular scene. So I will begin with very subtle tremolo on the violins, just like that. Oh, by the way, you can always comment in English or in Japanese. 日本語っていうか、日本語話者で見ていらっしゃる方は、コメントに、日本語で書き込んでいただいても全然大丈夫ですので、それぜひよろしくお願いします。Okay. It's in C sharp minor. And if you've watched the last live stream, you might be able to guess that this particular key is related to a particular character, and that character is actually the subtext of this entire scene. So I've set this entire piece in C sharp minor, and so here comes a theme, a kind of a motif that I haven't quite named. I have used this in the first film, but I haven't really named this. Other themes, like for example, like Aldrich's theme and Nakano's theme and Tomoe's theme and so on. They all have names, and they are explained in the soundtrack. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. This is the soundtrack CD of the first film. There's a teeny tiny booklet in this thing, and there are some explanations about how I used those themes that I have established, and kind of woven out the entire soundtrack out of those elements. And this particular theme I'm going to use right here is not really named or explained in either the soundtrack CD or any other videos or something. Okay, but it goes like. Yeah, I'm playing that on the harp. So I want this piece to start softly enough, because if I just started with something like forte or fortissimo, it would just it wouldn't fit the video, the film, the footage itself. So do mi re so do mi re so. And there, from bar 4, I'll use some brass, some of the brass section, namely trombones, I guess. I think it's a hard choice between trombones and horns, but I'll just say trombones because they are more, I would say dark when they play the lower notes. And sorry, I should. Yeah, and we have C sharp and G for 2 bars, and then the harmony changes into C natural, and then E natural, A. So yeah, the violin should change the note they are playing accordingly to the trombones, the harmony of the trombones, because otherwise it will make a dissonance. C and also E, I guess. And we should make it mezzo piano. I still haven't figured out the correct pronunciation of those Italian terms in English. I mean, I could pronounce them in Italian, but not quite in English. I have studied Italian for a semester, so I kind of know the pronunciation, but not in English. But I have figured out how to pronounce, time signatures. So, for example, this one is come on time. It means it's the equivalent of 4/4. Yeah, last time I did it, I feel like I said like, I don't know, 4/4 or something. That was wrong. I'm sorry. Okay. I should move the timeline, the green one, and see if it aligns. Not quite. I should get rid of this bar. Yeah, okay. Looks cool so far. And the next bar, we also need a solo violin, because the solo violin is closely tied to the character of Nakano. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I appear in the films as myself, so it's kind of weird, but it's also fun. Okay. What just happened? Yeah. I just accidentally flipped the, how can I say, the stem of the note. And the theme, my theme, Nakano's theme, goes on. Then I have, yeah, that's my theme. And then we have the White Tiger theme. The White Tiger, as in the team, the research group that Nakano has participated in the past, but he's actually kind of suspended in this film. So then I wonder which instruments to use for the White Tiger theme right here. I don't really know. We could do, yeah, I think we could use some woodwinds. I don't want the White Tiger theme to sound sinister or hard or dark, so I think we could try using some English horns, or I don't know, clarinets instead. And that should begin on bar 10? Yeah, 10, I guess. Where are the clarinets? Yeah, there they are. D, E. And then we should check it if it aligns with the movements on the video clip. Yeah, it's kind of late by one beat or something. Yeah, but I think we could just figure out later. It's not too much of a difference, so yeah, I'm gonna proceed to inputting a new theme that I can't really, whose name I can't really mention, because that will be a big spoiler. Um, yeah, I should begin with F sharp. You might remember that this theme I'm going to use popped up in the last live stream as well. This theme is really integral to the sequels, particularly the third film. So yeah, C, G, D, A sharp, and E also sharp, and B also sharp. I'm doing this because these notes are supposed to reflect some musicology stuff. It's based on the circle of fifth, and yeah, this sequence of 7 notes have a special meaning in musicology. So I just turned the entire sequence into a theme, into a motif. Then I will also have Celeste doing the exact same thing, except it's in a higher register, because the Celeste and harp have somewhat different range in terms of the height of the note. And then we have, so actually this piece goes over to adjacent scenes. So there's a scene break in the middle of it, and I think it would come. I expect the scene break to come between bars 14th and 15th, but it's not quite. It's not aligned too well currently. So what I'm going to do is probably take out a bar or something, a beat maybe. Could be this bar, bar 10th, because I just only have this solo violin extending the last note of the last bar. So I could just get rid of this and see if it works. See if it aligns with what's happening on the screen. Yeah, and I'm also going to use this time signature 7/4, which means there are 7 beats inside a bar. And I'm still wondering why I can't do that. What's going on here? Hang on. This should, that worked. And I'm going to copy paste these notes here and quickly get rid of these. Yes, so that the scene transition should come right here. Yeah, it worked. It actually worked. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing that happens in terms of music is we have another theme from the first film, which should be written in 6/4. In this occasion, usually it's in 4/4, but in this situation we should have 6 beats instead of 4 in the bar, and it starts with C, and then A, and G. Okay. This, some audiences might recognize this theme for the first film. It's Egored, Egored theme. Egored is a kind of a not so different from a Grim Reaper, death. But it's so the entire world, the fictional universe of Hirakusanare is based on a very different mythology from ours, from what we have in our own world. Oh my god. So Egore is part of a kind of a fictional mythology that is heavily referenced in this trilogy. What I just did is to add another instrument, which is contrabassoon, which has a lower register than bassoons, but they produce sound in basically the same manner, but they have different ranges, and it's significantly lower. Contrabassoon has a significantly lower range than a bassoon does, and sounds like this. And I always use this instrument for Egore theme because it sounds really dark and sinister at times. Just like that. Okay, and then the next thing. Yeah, I'm not going to finish the Egore theme because I don't really want to make it too obvious. I just want to hint at the subtext, that which is Egore, the thing that I've mentioned in the beginning of this session is the entire piece is written in C sharp minor, and that is also a reference to Egore. And then we change to 4/4 again, common time. Shoot. Yeah, there you go. And we have the harp again, but not the harp. Sorry. Should be something like cellos or something. What just happened? Yeah, sometimes something like this happens. Yeah, we're back. E D. What is wrong with my keyboard today? I'm sorry. G D. G G G and G. Yeah, that's a syncopation pattern right here. And we also have the bass doing this. Oh, sorry. And then we have, the high strings, namely the violin, G G G. And I'm going to use a dissonant chord on purpose. G sharp and A will be very dissonant. Will sound very dissonant, but that's the point here. A, and we also we have an entire bar of A, and then we change again to 6/4 again. We're gonna throw in a different motif here, which is the Volturia theme. Yeah, most of the things I'm talking about here probably won't make sense if you haven't watched the film Between the Two Worlds, but yeah, because what I'm composing this piece right now is for the sequels of that film, so naturally it would require some prerequisite knowledge of the plot of the first film. So if you haven't watched the film, please consider checking it out. It's also on this channel, so yeah, it's called Between the Two Worlds, 世界の間 in Japanese. And back to the composition, we will have harp doing this. We need something called the double sharp, which looks like this. Yeah. Why is it? Yeah, we don't need the sharp right here. Okay. G, F double sharp, G, F double sharp, G. And we have G natural. Four. G again. D, E. Yeah. These three notes are part of the White Tiger motif. Because the conversation mentioned, not directly, but it kind of hints at the existence of the team White Tiger. So I just put that in here. Yeah, let's just see if it works. Currently this piece is 1 minute and 35 seconds long. Let's just take a listen and see if it works. Yeah, that was quite neat. The transition between the themes happened right there. Yeah, that's too loud. Yeah, that's really loud. I don't want that. Yeah, the reason why it's too loud is because we haven't set the volume, mezzo piano and forte kind of. We haven't written in those, That Volturia theme came rather too late. Yeah, it was too late. But otherwise, it was pretty good, I guess. um, yeah, in terms of the synchronization with what's happening on in the footage in the actual video clip itself. And we'll just fix the volume problem right away, which happened on this bar. Yeah, I don't think we need that many, instruments doing the same thing at the same time. I think we don't need the trombones and the tuba. We will retain contrabassoon. Yeah, and this part turned out quite good, I think. We will also have bassoons doing the same thing as the cellos on these bars. I don't know if I should write in marcato, which literally means marked in Italian. I don't know how it would sound. I don't think. Yeah, that's how it's gonna sound. So I should just. I think I should. I don't have to do that. Yeah. The ordinary sound just it's just fine. So no need to fix what's not broken. And still wondering if we should also have contrabassoons doing the same thing on these bars. Yeah, let's just try it out with the contrabassoon. Still too loud though. Yeah, but it's way better without the brass going on off at the same time. I don't think we really have time for this theme to fit in. Okay, let's see. Let's actually compare. The music is behind time. Does that make sense? The music is running late, sort of, already on this bar. So I think I should remove this bar and see what happens. Yeah, there is some movement on bar 16s right now. This bar, and also something is happening. A character is actually standing up on this bar. So I think we should retain this this particular bar where it is, and try to figure out a way to either somehow fit this theme in more neatly, or just leave it out completely, because it's not too relevant. It's not as relevant as the Gore theme to the scene, the narrative of the scene. So yeah, let's just. And I decided that I should not use the contrabassoon here because it sounds too. It sounds too solid, in my opinion. And the contrabassoon should be softer, should be playing should be playing softer, like in mezzo piano. Mezzo piano for these two low strings as well. And let's see what happens then. Yeah, that's more subtle. Yeah, I don't think I like this part. I like the part from bar 16th to 19th. So I don't think I can somehow fit these bars, this melody into. Yeah, at the current tempo, it should be on like here. So I don't think it's possible. But I will make some adjustments because this part starts rather too late. I mean, yeah, let's make this bar 4/4 because this original theme is supposed to be in 4/4, but I was extending this into 6/4. So this should work better in terms of the synchronization. Let's see what happens. And in my opinion, it was still too loud, so I will just get rid of the cellos on those bars. Yeah. Yeah, the timing is working fine. So I'll make some more adjustments to the orchestration later. Right now, let's just focus on the timing of each element and determining the length of the actual piece. Yeah, what I'm doing right now is we have this White Tiger motif coming at the end of the phrase. Not quite a phrase, but we have G, so that's a dissonance, right? G sharp and A would make a very stark dissonance, and then we resolve into F sharp. It's not quite a resolution strictly speaking, but F sharp and A is, that's a third. So sounds nicer, right? And let's make this note shorter. My bad. I was supposed to do this. G, 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 A, and an entire bar of A. Not an entire bar, let's make it this short, so that it doesn't collide with the White Tiger theme that comes in the same bar with an half tact. Yeah, not bad in terms of timing, and we still have some empty bars at the end. So I would say, as I've said, I really like this part because it has some movement, but it's not too loud. It's not too rhythmically asserting. It's kind of subtle. So let's let's at least use some elements of taken from these bars and integrate that into bars 22 to 24 5. I think the piece should end on bar 24th. So I'll just quickly get rid of this bar. So that makes the piece 1 minute and 26 seconds long. That's a reasonable length, I would say. Some of the times I need to. Sometimes I need to divide the cues into different parts when the scene is too long. For example, when the scene, it's sometimes exceeds like 5 minutes or something, and that will be a big pain in the ass when I export the actual music file and import it into the video editing software, which is Premiere Pro. I don't want that to happen in those cases, so I just have to divide it up into two to four parts sometimes. But obviously, I don't have to do this on this one because it's only a minute and a half long. I did it again, sorry. Yeah, that's the word. Something is lacking. Yeah, I kind of want the White Tiger theme to sound really fragile and frail and like weak overall, because for some reasons that I can't really explain right here. I should maybe use the Celeste because it sounds so innocent and it sounds so I'm gonna say it doesn't sound evil, right? So yeah, Celeste is my weapon of choice when it comes to describing something good and at times weak or fragile. So I will use the Celeste as well. And we will have no bass sounds on these three bars, except for these two beats. But when the bass comes back on bar 22, I think it would feel more satisfying that way. Sorry, that's how can I say? I don't think the equivalent exists in English, but we say kyutoki. It's just a device which pours hot water into the bathtub, and it rings like that when the bath is full. What am I explaining in my live stream? Okay, sorry. Back to the composition. We might also want the timpani to outline the beats that the contrabass is doing on bars, on these bars. Let's see how that sounds. So as you can see, I'm kind of jumping you know, jumping into the orchestration phase of the workflow, kind of ahead of time. But usually I just do the timing first and then do the orchestration later. But I'm kind of doing two different things simultaneously. Yeah. Yeah. That's not too bad. We haven't written the conclusion of this piece, but I think we could just figure it out while working on the orchestration. So that's basically how the piece is structured this time, and it is divided into basically two parts, and then they are further divided into more smaller pieces, smaller elements or parts, which consist of different themes. So I think we can start working on the orchestration. At this point, it's kind of early, but oh, by the way, I'm going to take a break at around 9. Yes. Yeah, for 5 minutes, just as usual. Yeah. Until then, we can just continue on with the orchestration. We will start with the violin, of course. I don't think I should add in any other instruments until like I don't know, bar 5, because on bar 5 we don't have anything. We don't have anything but violins, the first violins currently. Oh no, sorry, we also have the brass here, but yeah, it's kind of it would sound kind of flat, I fear. So what should I do? Yeah, let's just take a listen. Before actually doing the playback, I should make some adjustments to these expressions, because last time I played this section it sounded really abrupt. Yeah, this should sound better. Okay, here we go. We can throw in some dissonance here because it's so there is a cut between bar 11th and 12th. I mean right here. There is a cut in the footage. So this bar line aligns with that cut in the motion picture. So I think we can throw in some dissonance on bar 11th so that it builds up more tension before undergo before the cut happens. We have E natural, so we can do like F, I guess. That'll be really dissonant, right? F natural, I mean. But I don't think we should do this with the clarinets. We should have also the violin doing the same thing as the clarinets, but then the second violins come in. We can also make these harmonics just like that. Oops. There you go. Yeah, I added some harmonization. I'm adding some harmonization because I haven't finished it. On the second violin as well, we have these high, really high notes, even for violins. And then we have the harmonics. For the harmonics, I should increase the volume denoted by the expressions, because inherently the harmonics are softer, will sound softer than ordinary, the regular long tones, or in this case, tremolos. So I should make some differentiation between the two sections or phrases. Wait, that's really loud. Wait a second. This should sound fine. Yeah. Kind of too soft though. I think the dissonance is working very, very well in this situation. However, I do think that we should lower these phrases an octave lower, make it an octave lower, and we should increase the volume to piano to sound like this. Yeah, that's working very, very good. And maybe it's time to add some bass or middle range notes. We haven't really used the violas in this piece. Yeah, look at that. There's literally no notes assigned to the viola parts. Yeah, we could just make use of the viola parts more. Starting from these, this area, because it starts with next to no sound, right? Because it starts with a very soft tremolo on the first violins alone, and then we have the harp, which should be, by the way, slurred like that. It should be mezzo piano or something. And we don't have to change the expression into piano. We could have the second violins joining in on bar 3 like this. G and C. Yeah. Should be A and something. Yeah, should be like that. Don't really need those. Yes, and we could also work on the sound of the solo violin because it currently sounds really unnatural, I would say, because it's obviously it's not played by real humans, so I have to kind of tell the machine how to sound natural and like which notes to accentuate or on the contrary to not accentuate. Does that make sense? What should I do? I think we could experiment with different sound sets, which is assigned to the solo violin channel. We have these. I don't know if you can see those, those letters, because they are really small. And I think that will be even smaller on your screens, on whatever device you are watching this live stream. But the point is, we have really, very many sounds, different sound sets. For example, this one is sustained, vibrato hard, and vibrato soft. And then we have legatos, we have trills. Obviously, we're not going to use that here. And expression 1. Let's take a listen at expression 1, which is assigned to the key switch G. Sounds like this. It sounds flat. It starts flat, and then there's some vibrato. Oh my god. My tongue. And G sharp. If we key switch to G sharp, we get expression 2, which sounds like this. So we can actually combine these sound sets in this in a phrase. We can use key switching to jump from one sound set to another during this piece. I hope that makes sense. Let's try. Let's just doing everything in expression 1, which is assigned to the G0 key switch. And yeah. By the way, I'm soloing the violin. Sounds kind of better, right? I've also added some reverb and some microphone. How can I explain? It's kind of hard to explain in case you haven't in case you're not really acquainted with this kind of sound libraries. but we have different sound. How can I say? Different sounds for two microphones. They are the same sound is recorded with two different microphones in this sound library, which means there is a, as you can see, there is a close sound and the stage sound. So the closed sound is recorded with a microphone that was placed really close to the actual instrument, and the stage sound was, I think it was, I'm guessing it was recorded by a microphone that was set above the stage, I guess. Yeah, that should sound better. Hmm. Still needs some work, doesn't it? Particularly on the violin, does the solo violin here. It doesn't sound as natural as it's supposed to be sounding. um, yeah, those key switches will make the, how can I say, the sheet music very messy. So I should deal with that later, by hiding these notes. But yeah, just for the sake of demonstration, let's just leave them as they appear for the moment. Oh, and it's 9:2, 9:3. So yeah, I'm going to take a 5 minute break here, and that will be until 9:08. Yeah, let's make it 9:09. 9 past 9. I mean, yeah. I will be back in 5 minutes, and during the break, I will play a piece of music which I've written and haven't published anywhere, except for a very short video that is entitled my film music composition showcase, or showreel or something. That's on this channel, but yeah. During the break, I chose one of those one of the pieces I've used in that video as the background music, so you can hopefully enjoy that. Yeah, I will be back in 5 minutes, and yeah, at 9 past 9. See you later. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for your patience. And I've been thinking during the break that I should probably leave this first solo violin programming, the key switch programming for later, because one, it's not really interesting to watch, and two, it's going to take forever. And yeah, as crappy as it sounds, I should probably leave it as is during this live stream for the sake of enter for the sake of entertainment. you know and just work on other parts that needs some work in terms of orchestration, not not the technical stuff. I don't think people will enjoy the technical aspect of these programming. So, I mean, some people might, but I don't think not everyone. So, I don't think I don't think everyone. Yeah. So, and we should have Timpani doing some rolls on this bar. I think it should be E and then C sharp. We don't need the trombones extending the notes all the way to the end of the 6th bar. So I just got it a beat by a beat, and yeah, I think that's maybe we don't need the E down here because we already have E up here, and having too many notes played by those two parts will make it sound too harsh or loud. So yeah, I just quickly got rid of those notes. We should at least have some lower notes under this melody. So that goes to violas, I guess. Yeah, the balance is all over the place, So the sound balance, Okay, where to begin? It's really messy. The violas are generally too loud. I mean, so we are supposed to have only, in in classical works, we usually have only one viola part and only one cello part. But I might have explained this in the last live stream, but in film music, I think the divisi happens more often than in classical music. So I think the configuration of the sheet music kind of reflects that style. And there are two viola staves here and cello staves here, and so basically we are supposed to have only half of the viola section to be playing these, on this stuff, and the latter half or the rest of the viola section will be playing this. So what I'm trying to say here is that we should lower the volume of the violas in the mixer, so that it reflects that the divisi approach, sort of, to the digital recording. I hope this works better. You see, it works slightly better. Yeah. And I think we need the timpani again to fit in here, to strengthen the anticipation, which is currently outlined by this the dissonance, this dissonant chord on bar 11th. We will have timpani playing the notes of I don't know, C sharp. No, that's to E, I guess, because that's the main melody, Yeah, E, and then C sharp, which does not collide with F sharp, played by the harp and the celesta, the celeste. Oh my god, celesta is the Italian way of pronunciation, I guess. Pronunciation. Yeah. Let's see how it works out. How it all works out. Yeah, that's actually really fitting. What's going on? What just happened? Oh, we don't need this bar. Where did it come from? That's weird. I mean, I could get rid of this, but I wonder where it came from. Let's try here again. This new circle of fifth motif. I will just call this the circle of fifth motif. That's not its proper name, but since I can't really mention the name itself. Yeah, I like this part. I want some low notes on bar 20s. Towards the end, I mean, we have this very noticeable white tiger motif right here, and I want some low notes or bass sounds coming in at the end of the bar. So I'm wondering what I should be inputting here. Mhm, mhm. The problem right now is that those two notes are going to collide. So I need to kind of work around this. Hmm. I wonder what I should do. We could just simply do this. You know, begin this phrase 2 beats earlier than it formerly was. Okay. There is some expression problem going on here, so I'm gonna fix that. Yeah. Let's as for the ending, the conclusion of this piece. Let's just make it really simple, and have the bass playing the note of C sharp, which is the root note of this key, because the entire piece is in C sharp minor. We have G sharp, and then maybe that should conclude the piece with some movement, as opposed to just having a long tone of C sharp. This I just like to have some rhythmic quality. Yeah. Bassoons. Yeah, just like I did in this part. I'm just gonna copy and paste the cellos to the bassoon part. Actually, it should be on this stuff. Yeah, that's the. maybe let's just make it an eighth note, like that. I got rid of the contrabass because it's, yeah. As for these beats, because that would make it sound heavier, and I don't really want that when I have these violins, which have some, as I've mentioned, there's some weird technical problem going on here. I'm gonna fix that. Um, these should be E, like that. Yeah, I think it's caused by this expression. This expression is weird. I think this is a very weird bug. That whenever I use this expression mezzo forte, I think it kind of messes with the sound set, and makes it, I don't know, makes it sounds like espressivo or something. So I'm gonna type norm, short for, of course, normal, and then we have this normal sound. Yeah, should be fine. This is a very weird bug. I haven't discovered the actual cause of it. Then 4/4, we have the movement here. Not bad. We should extend this bar, because you might remember that I just got rid of a kind of a weird blank bar that was between bars 12 and 13, and I don't know why that happened, but it apparently it affected the timing of the parts that came after. So I just had to add 2 beats to bar 14th to make up for that loss of a bar. I actually think that these cellos and contrabass should start here already. But in maybe mezzo piano or something. Here we could have like mezzo forte. Yeah, and then we will have some crescendo going on, and then the volume increases to mezzo forte by the start of bar 21st, yeah, 21. Like that. So that it kind of blends neatly with the White Tiger motif here, which I want to be fairly noticeable, so that attentive audiences can hear the White Tiger theme in relation to the dialogue. Yeah, what I don't like is the ending. It kind of sounds flat. Let's make it marcato. I think it's yeah, it's right here, marcato. Nope. Instead, I'm making all these notes into. I'm changing all these notes into eighth notes. That it should sound, because it should sound. They should sound shorter. Yeah, just like that. I think these notes are too long currently, and it kind of messes with the the total, the overall volume. So I just made them shorter. Then we also have the timpani doing the same stuff. Yeah, this should sound better. These are too short, and yeah, there's really not much going on bar 19th, so I don't know. Maybe I should just add some more instruments doing something. Sorry, there was a small bug flying around. Um, we have, yeah. What can I do? Maybe I can add some slight change in harmony. I really don't know if this works. I just know that this is going to kind of collide with the G sharp here, because we have F natural. But I don't think it would be much of a problem. Since this note is an aftact to aftact of. I don't know which is the correct collocation, but you know, um, you know. Yeah, let's see. Let's just see, check, quickly. that went well, I guess. It doesn't sound too dissonant because they are very different kinds of instruments. On one hand, we have the violin. The violin kind of maintains the volume of the notes. I mean, it can maintain, because it, as opposed to harps or the piano or for that matter Celeste, because those instruments played on the keyboard, they tend to kind of, the volume only goes down after the initial the onset of the sound they produce. So for example, when I play this note, it doesn't go on forever. However, we could theoretically make the violin player extend the same note indefinitely. That's the difference. So I think due to that fact, I think that the dissonance between F natural here and the G sharp up above on the harp and the Celeste is not making too much disturbance in the whole thing. Yeah. Well, I do think that the volume should go down to, I don't know, mezzo piano or something. What did I just do? What is it? Yeah. What's wrong with the keyboard today? Yeah, this happens very often when I'm not looking at the keyboard, obviously, because the microphone is kind of, blocking my view. But usually I'm fine with this blocking the view, but for some reason today I'm not really good at blind touch. Yeah, let's play it from bar 15th. The volume goes down to mezzo piano. Yeah, it sounds way better. You see, that sounds way better. And the only problem concerning the last 4 bars is that I think it's too repetitive. It's kind of sounding too repetitive because, as you can see, we are doing exactly the cellos are doing the exact same thing for 2 bars here, and then we also have these 3 notes. So maybe you should try to change it up in one way or another. Hang on, I'm trying to come up with something interesting. Yeah, let's do. So this again is the Egoreth theme. It's a fragment of the Egoreth theme. These 3 notes come from this spot. Yeah, I think this should sound at least better than it used to be sounding. let's quickly copy paste the cellos to the bassoons. We could also have the contrabassoon doing just these 3 notes, because as I've said earlier, the contrabassoon is associated with a goret very closely. Just these 3 notes, right? And then we could just try listening to it again from bar 15th. Not bad. One thing I noticed though is, yeah, why did I think this is a good idea? You see, these 3 notes and they're exactly the same, and somehow I decided earlier to make 2 2 instruments do the exact same thing, but not in sync, out of sync, not in the same rhythm. Why did I think this was a good idea? I'll just change it up to. And as for the contrabassoon, we could just have the last 4 notes on, those last 4 notes of the bar 21st. Let's see how that's. Not bad at all. Okay, let's take a listen from the start, and then try to spot any problems with the orchestration. If there is none, then this live stream session is over. But I don't think it will be over soon. It's still like 9:43, so we still have 15 minutes or something to finish this up, and I don't think all the problems have been eliminated. So let's just check quickly from the start. Yeah, from bar 15th and on, we just yeah, basically we eliminated all the problems from 15 bar 15, so we don't have to listen to it. Sorry, again. As for the part before bar 15th, I would say there are some volume problems, I would say, because it doesn't quite doesn't quite express the tension adequately. You could have we could just have C sharp and E. Sorry, no. What is going on? Sorry, that was kind of a weird thing. But it fixed itself, so no worries. Yeah. You can have timpani including the tension, and then maybe add some bass sound from bar 10th. Because we really lack, we don't have any bar bass bass sound. Why did I say bar? Bass sound. And then maybe G, all in piano, like that. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, that's way better. It feels more. It sounds fuller, you know. Maybe we should copy paste this to trombones and tuba. And I felt like this part was kind of too loud, in my opinion. So maybe make it piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, just like that. I'm wondering if I should add any more brass, or yeah, when for that matter, to these bars, because it still sounds quite shallow and quite flat, I would say. C and G can also be played by clarinets. These, I don't know. It could get too loud, but I'm going to give it a try. And then that. Okay. Get rid of the tremolo because woodwinds can't do the same thing as the strings, obviously. And G, A, Pianissimo. Pianissimo again. Let's see how it sounds again. The tricky thing about this particular scene before, before the scene transition happens, is that there is basically no dialogue, and there is only this, the actions shown, in the video clip. So people are going to be very, I don't know. People are going to pay attention to the music, consciously or subconsciously, and that means that I really can't mess up this part before the transition happens, because that's all the audience is going to hear, aside from very slight Foley sounds, the sounds of, I don't know, sheets of paper or footsteps and so on, because there is no dialogue going on. Yes, I will work on the solo violin thing later, but basically I think maybe add some more harmonization to this part, because currently this sounds very, very hollow, very weak. Sometimes weak is good. Like, sometimes the music has to be very subtle and very quiet, and other times it's if the music is too soft or not really fully orchestrated, then it quickly gets very boring to listen to. How about this? I've added some more harmonization to the viola part. I think we should leave it at piano, because pianissimo is really, really soft, really, really small in terms of loudness, and we could copy paste the same thing to horn, for example, and make it an octave lower. Let's see how that turns out. It's really static, the harmony is really static, because nothing really changes except for the main melody. That kind of bugs me. That kind of that's why I feel like there is no bass sound. Although technically there are some lower there are some sounds in the lower registers, but how can I fix this? Yeah, let's just have tuba. This will create some dissonance, but hopefully it doesn't make it too dissonant. That's actually not bad, except that um, I don't feel like tuba is the right choice for this bass movement. Maybe bassoon. I don't know. How about just cellos in mezzo piano along with contrabass? Okay, let's try that out. It blends nicely with the subsequent theme. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how that all turned out. So I think we should call it a day, and I will continue working on this part, the solo violin part. But apart from that, I think it's basically done. So yeah, and yeah, that's about it for today. And yeah, the next live stream in English will be again on Friday next week from 8 p.m. Japan standard time. And okay, yeah, and that's the end of this live stream. So yeah, by the way, I'm planning to do a vlog. Yeah, sort of a vlog, sort of a review video about a new pair of headphones I've purchased today, and it's supposed to be arriving tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. And I bought this specific headphones because I wanted to use it for film editing, and in my project I do 5.1 surround sound, which means that there are more than 2 channels, because on YouTube I think the standard is stereo sound, which means there are 2 different channels doing emitting to slightly different sounds at the same time, so that it gives you the illusion of something, the sound coming from a certain sound coming from the left side or the right side, the left side or the right side that you're facing. And 5.1 surround sound does more than that. And I needed a new headphone, because this headphone is kind of on the verge of breaking down, as you can see right here. I think you can see the cables coming out, and I needed a new pair, and so I bought that. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to make a vlog slash review video of that headphone, and try editing with it. Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing really to announce today. Oh, by the way, there is one thing, actually, which is far more important than my headphones, which is the title of the third film in my film trilogy has been announced on, last Monday, I guess. Yeah. There's a new video on, not on this channel actually, I guess. It's on a channel called Firaxnare. I will type it in the chat. Let me quickly switch to this display. I will quickly type that into this the chat. I have written the name of the channel I'm referring to, which is Firaxnare. Firaxnare is a channel where I post videos specifically about my film projects, and there are like video logs of that are taken on set. The some behind the scenes stuff is also on there, so please check that out. And there's this new video about the new film, the third film, the title of the third film. So I'm not gonna say it here because I want you guys to go see that video. So please search Firaxnare. The spelling is kind of tricky because there are 4 R's, Firaxnare, and that's the name of the fictional universe that I'm creating. Please go check that out. And also, I haven't really announced this in any other live stream or, either in Japanese or English. But there's a Patreon page. I have a Patreon page, and the link is in the description, I think. Yes, it is. Patreon.com, Tomisnano, my name. So if you liked this video, please consider checking that out, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Okay, so I think that's about it for today. I will do the Japanese live stream on Tuesdays as usual. If you are willing to join the live stream, despite the fact that I'm going to talk primarily in Japanese, please please come see that as well. And if you just want to listen to English live streams, just please come back next Friday. Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and varnaji argert.